You ready now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for Cobblestone. That's going to be our 10th and final map of the evening. We had 6 maps of Europe across 3 matches and 4 maps of North American Counter-Strike across 2 matches. So, last chance for Balloons for FON to get a win on the board against a Brazilian team. 4 matches against 2 Brazilian teams. It has been I wouldn't say a rough ride for them. I think it's just an experience, a learning experience. And one thing about we'll go back to that. There is pistol time. Felps with lots of information for his team. That is a big rotation coming in and a flank from Zeus just in case FakeOut Nation have a change of heart, which indeed they are having, and Zeus is going to have a lot of people to shoot. The thing is, even if Zeus goes down in the situation, he's buying time for his team to rotate. There's already another CT on B.
I love this. I love what Zeus is doing. It's awesome. Oh! Gotta be careful. Felps is there, though.
Yeah, this is out of control, man.
Zeus is just all over the place. He's like, let me encircle you. Run rings around you. Oh, Zeus outplayed them pretty heavily here.
Well, boltz. He has made his way to the back of B. He has the range, and CJB does not have the angles. He has no idea where he's getting shot from. Getting tagged around the boulder. He's facing the wrong way. And Henny will take him down from the drop.
He did.
Pistol round has been won by Immortals.
They have successfully collected the first round. And that is going to help them. Right, so with the Tech 9s, smoke and a flashbang, you never know. You never know. Do you know? No, you don't, James, because no one can ever fully predict one of these rounds. So we'll have to see if they can get those initial entries. What do we got here to deal with that? Mag 7, lovely stuff. Just throw nades in your own face.
Lovely.
That's lovely jubbly. Wonderful. Now, FakeOut Nation are playing this a little bit slow. And, you know, you went out the counter grenades. Also, the other thing that is good about playing slow is that a lot of teams are afraid of rush timings, especially knowing that you're going to have to force buy. So early into the round, the first 30, 40 seconds, they do tend to play 4B. So by waiting until, you know, just after a minute, maybe one player will rotate back towards A, then you come in with the push, and it should be more successful. So the problem is that they showed themselves at all. They don't have to do that. Now they know. They never removed the 4th player, but doesn't matter. Lowrider, he gets himself a frag.
And they're going to try to rotate with this, because Quick has made his way all the way up, but they're not expecting Henny in this position. 2-man spray on the guard notes out, and the Weeds are being eliminated one by one, but Typhoon will be, he'll still be sticking his neck out through the grass for the time being. Quick now, interconnector will be quickly dispatched of. I'm not doing these on purpose. Felps holding an angle by the door, but that's maybe not the most favourable angle. Susceptible to the 1-taps from there. Typhoon playing on the slope for the time being. Both FakeOut Nation players separate now. Holt needs to run distraction here. He's being really quiet. He needs to draw these players away to at least get a bomb plant. This is a force buy. They need the victory. Oh, the reload comes in just as Felps spots the last player, Typhoon. He's going for a plant. Oh, can he be stopped? No, the plant's down.
That's a bomb plant because of that reload. That's quite funny, actually. Well, FakeOut Nation. All eyes on Typhoon. He can do this! You can do this! One more player to go. Got a Tech 9. The king of the world. The king of this APC at the very least. Felps, another reload for him. And he's dead! He's done it!
Success, victory, glory.
He's done it, James!
It's all been won.
He's got
the spoils, the flowers, the trophies, the chocolate coins, the chocolate gold medals, Dan. The actual gold medals as well. I don't know what else people award other people. 3 cows, 5 sheep, and 20 hens. To the victor, the spoils. Would you like some hens, Dan? You a hen man?
No. Can you award me...
Chickens roam free in Bermuda.
Can you avoid me a scholarship? Award me, please. I would like that very much.
Keys to the city. What? The keys to the city.
I just want the scholarship, man. I don't ask for much. I want to be more educated.
Immortals coming in for the fourth buy. Lucas is on the Deagle double flashbang.
Look at Typhoon.
The good old Deagle double flashbang buy.
He got the Krieg.
Ah, the Krieg with 100% armor penetration.
It is one of my favorites.
It is 100% armor penetration.
You know, Threat was trying to convince me for the longest time that it was going to be the next thing, the Krieg, and he would always buy it. Every time I play a Threat, he'd always buy the Krieg. Convinced it would be the next big thing, but it never was. Maybe he's just ahead of his time. Years, perhaps. Must be years.
Well, the AK has... it's about the spray of the AK, really. I think that makes a difference.
Yeah. Because the one-shot headshot potential is strong, and that's why you don't see people use the AUG. Can't get that one shot on the head. Kill. Nice work here from FakeOut Nation, bringing themselves into that B-bomb site. Slow, considered. Calculated.
It's good. It's an early lead for FakeOut Nation, taking Immortals by surprise, and it's more of a problem to have a crap economy on this map for Immortals against a team that's not on their level than it is on the cash map, in my opinion. You have the freedom of the open areas, whereas this is a trickier devil.
And also not being on the T side for multiple reasons. One, it's Cobble. Two, just being able to bully Immortals. You can very easily get that strong 10+ rounds half on that T side and just not allow a FakeOut Nation who may have a way better time of a T side to even get to have options to play that T side. That's often a problem that can happen too. But FakeOut Nation, they start on the T side. This is something you said you wanted for the cash, for cash.
For cash specifically, yes. But for this particular map, you know, we've seen 3 maps of FakeOut Nation now, and we've seen some rounds on the T side where they have been slow to execute after revealing their hand. And I do wonder if we're going to see the same thing on Cobblestone, because a team like Immortals or SK will punish them for hesitating. So yes, they won the 4th buy. They're having some success now. Immortals are on the eco, but when the buy comes in for both teams, the full buy, the big buy, then we will see what FakeOut Nation are made of.
What are they made from? We'll have to see if they can get this push working out for them. So far, lose Holt to all the USPs. Oh my goodness, it's madness. Didn't we at Ely see...
that is crazy.
There's so much pew pew going on. Pew pew pew. But at Ely, I believe we saw... Was it Liquid or CLG? So we saw somebody losing against 5 P250s and nothing. Or even maybe Glocks or something ridiculous. Versus full buy on the CT and 5 people defending that rush on B. Like, it's with 4 rifles and everything. They lost that round somehow. I don't even know. No grenades or nothing.
I feel like it might have been a CLG game, because I think that was a game that was just bizarre over a number of rounds for a number of reasons.
First 6 rounds, were ridiculous.
Well, we have the buy coming out now. Lucas has opted for the Mag 7, which is viable in a number of places. That HE will do some damage to Holt. Not critical though, he's still alive. So let's see what FakeOut Nation have to offer Immortals. Immortals putting 4 people over towards the B-bomb site early on in that round, in case FakeOut Nation, perhaps having a read that maybe they'll go for one of those fast plays to try and immediately break the play, the buy of their opponents, of the CT side. Stop trolling me, Dan.
I wasn't sure if you're going to say something. No, I didn't want to interrupt your flow of 10 seconds of dead air. Just a very specific flow. Well, we got the crush gradually making its way in now. FakeOut Nation, showing a lot of tenacity when it comes to trying to play these timings correctly, and that first frag will come thanks to that. And now things get very awkward here for the remainder of Immortals. It's just 2 men left on the bomb site to try to defend this. Doing a fairly good job actually. boltz picks up another one before the trade comes in, but Henny's alone with no AWP, with no nades. It's just an M4 and some Kevlar, and that's all he's got to his name.
It's Henny though. That's a big problem if your team name is FakeOut Nation, because Henny's alive. Even if he's the last man, he's not the one you want as the last man on this team. because he's so dangerous. Let's see if the T's can combine. Indeed, they can. They both survive as well, which will be important going forward. The AWP still alive. Immortals back on the eco. They've only got 1 round so far from 5 on their CT side. That is not a good start.
It is definitely not a good start. It's interesting though, because I mean, what is the point where we entertain the idea that FakeOut Nation can take a map off Immortals? Because they are, you know, you can't flavor it any other way. Flavor it, color it, whatever. You can't describe it in another way than saying that FakeOut Nation are not on the same tier as Immortals, and that it would be a big upset for them to take a map even away. So, and the thing is that FakeOut Nation have shown that they can play Counter-Strike. They can play. They got some strategies. They got some tactics. They got some routine drills. They understand what they're doing. Problem tends to be, a lot of it actually is partially just down to the individual skill. That doesn't allow them to, in some cases, fairly match up against Immortals. But maybe this is the map where they can show a bit of a difference. They're getting all Cobblestone in this map.
Felps with a nice off angle. Presumably has a teammate covering his back as well. Crossfire, Felps comes back, bomb goes down. And now there are big problems for FakeOut Nation. However, they have a man advantage, but they're all spread out at the time for the time being. And now the cleanup operation has begun. And promptly finished. Swift. Decisive. 5-1. Immortals back on the bye. Maximum loss bonus, I believe. Or it will be after... No, it is maximum loss bonus. Yes, yes. Henny and zews, double ops on the CT side of Cobblers. Quick going from AWP as well. 3 ops on Cobblers. You don't see that every day. And again, Immortals starting with 4 over towards B. Maybe having a read at FakeOut Nation up against a stronger opponent will be slow and methodical, at least towards the A site. Over towards B, lowrider gets taken down in isolation, completely blind, and there is no response from FakeOut Nation.
He didn't get taken down, he got slapped in the face by that swipe from Henny.
One of those French slaps. I challenge you to a duel. Pow!
Here is my...
I've embarrassed you. You've got no choice. Fight for your pride.
I love that. I love that. Well, it's pretty fun. I slap you in the face, therefore now you have to fight me. That's amazing.
Otherwise, you look like a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And no woman will marry you. No man will do business with you. Or woman. But probably man over that time. Probably more oppressive back in the day. 2 players around a drop zone for the CT side. Unable to do anything at the moment. Lucas not willing to give this area up, but he's been forced to by Holt.
And they managed to cover way in. And Holt's going to cover his way out. But he's without a teammate as well. They wrap back in to combine with the bomb. And he is potentially going to be the meat in a Brazilian sandwich if he's not careful. And there you go. Zeus takes him down. CJB, how is he going to get off the platform here? It's not really a nice situation to be in. Quite nice if you're Immortals though, but they need to hold on to their players, their numbers. So CJB, if he can get another kill or 2, then he might be a good shout here for this round, regardless of the fact that they lose it because they've run so long in a row. I feel like CJB, you could probably get your garage MC out for him as well. I think it would work. There we go. boltz finishes it off. And a round is put on the board by Immortals. A sigh of relief can be breathed.
Why did you build expectation, Dan? I can't deal with expectation. I can't do it.
I mean for FakeOut Nation, actually.
CJB.
There you go. There it is. See, that works.
Yeah.
That
Anything
works.
with B, D, E, F,
horribly out
F, or
of
G.
context for the viewers now at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Because that was the start of the broadcast on EU.
So we have a technical pause coming in for some reason, but we were talking about UK garage MCs, UK garage being a genre of music that presumably came out of someone's garage. I think it came out from Croydon or Hackney. No, what's that? Skrillex. What kind of nonsense music is that? That came out of Croydon.
What, dubstep, you mean?
Yeah, that came out of Croydon. I don't know where garage came out from, but most of you people won't be familiar. But there was actually a popular, there is a popular DJ from America called Todd Edwards, who was big in the UK garage scene. He had some very unique tracks, and they were mostly awesome. Anyway, this will hopefully be resolved soon. So Immortals back to winning ways. Now, it seems it pays for them to have some early aggression and take an early pick onto FakeOut Nation. as you saw there, as you saw on a previous map, where zews was constantly pushing B apartments to get a pick. But that's not going to be so easy on a CT side, and it has a lot of inherent risk. You know, they could go for the push down A long, but that's very risky. We learned that when Simple used to play flip side, often sent in that direction as a lone wolf and getting picked off. If you go down as a CT in that situation early, then it causes problems. Another thing you'll often see is if there's a smoke around the mid doors or the underpass doors, the CTs can look over it towards the cart at the top of the hill or slope, where Ts will often congregate, although that is very dangerous for them because they can't see the CTs behind that smoke position. However, if you do see a smoke there, it's always good to drop a grenade through that smoke. Can do some quite meaty damage. JDM is an AWPer who you will see looking over that smoke in that position sometimes. Time to time. Can go for the boost towards the drop zone as well. We saw CLG perhaps misplay that at E-League, going for the full boost with an AWPer, rather than just standing on the shoulders of his teammates. And there we go. So Henny's taking an aggressive, not overly aggressive, but aggressive route. Often when you see somebody in that position, they have support from a rifler, but he's there on his lonesome. But it is Henny after all. He generally just kills people all the time.
Double up is pretty fun on this map, I have to say. And it's pretty cool as well because Henny, he's been left to his own devices towards A, allowing the rest of the team to have their attention on B because he's a boss. So he can do that. He can be that guy, and boltz is hanging around for that rush timing. Still around the B bomb site as the timing attack is deflected. FakeOut Nation looking to get in there. Lowrider providing maybe an in, but there's more work to be done. felps looming over the tree position, finds himself one. Bomb is down. Oh, it's all over now. poor Holt. He's down there with no teammates to support him.
The tree position appears to have, in the grand scheme of things, fallen out of favour with CT teams, but I don't understand why, because it's not often you see T teams currently executing grenades into the B bomb site and molotoving the tree position, and it gives you so much cover from flashbangs. It's so good. I mean, any position having it every single round is not going to be good for your CT side because then you become predictable. However, it's very rare that I'm seeing people being boosted into that tree position, and it's a strong position for CT sides. Henny, that's the aggression I was talking about in the previous round. He spots 3 players there, goes back for a second shot at one of them, and now he will retreat all the way. This is an eco round. That is mad cheeky-o. Quick gets legged, lucky to survive. Doesn't even have any Kevlar, and there is a bit of a traffic jam from FakeOut Nation. Scrambling, and we have 3 CTs now over towards the A site. Lurker in Holt over towards B, but there are still Immortals ready and waiting, and now they're moving to a more traditional setup. Now everything's calmed down and slowed down.
Pop, pop, pop. Goes the Tech 9. Ooh, a nade's in there as well. That's a bit of a... Well, it's just a death room. Drop zone, death zone. Nade's in there. Not much you can do. CJB will dive in with the bomb. Can't even get over the edge. Immortals claiming another round, fairly clean too, just losing 1 player. Man, you must Henny must be salivating when he sees 3 people rushing towards his long position. He's like, yes. Which one? So many targets to choose from. Which one do I flick to?
Perhaps.
I'll take you.
So somehow we are seeing the AWPs continue. 3 AWPs on the map, 2 of which are on the CT side, and Quick is going to be the sniper man for his side. We see those preemptive flashbangs coming in from FakeOut Nation towards that mid area, and they're concentrating most of their forces there on this round. And again, Immortals start their default with 4 more or less over towards A. Henny looking for creepers through the smoke, always takes some pot shots. We see Holt trying to go for some wallbangs through the door. He's got to be careful. In fact, there is a wallbang from Holt's, near Holt's position to Henny's position, which I made a video of. But there is a variation of places you can stand, although Henny was in the area where he would get shot, probably in the jaw, if you tried that wallbang. But if you miss, and someone's there just to the left, then who knows, maybe it backfires. I would like to see someone try that wallbang though. I don't think anybody has. But it's there. Henny off to a good start, taking Holt down. He's got support from boltz as well. Off angles being found, and Typhoon. There'll be no Typhoon today.
So still keeping the integrity of numbers Immortals as they whittle down FaceIT nations and also their options with it. They're pretty much committed into the A play. In reality, lowrider has some decisions to make. He can try to take the risk and go drop, or he can try to rejoin his teammates to split onto the A site that way. He's going for the drop play, and ooh, are we going to get a quick onto a shot here? Just a bit too slow on the timing, and that's the one-on-one. Lowrider finds the one-on-one, he wins it against Lucas. That's so important now. It's a more risky play to do that, other than the other option, which would be to rejoin his teammates directly. But it does give more strength to the round for FakeOut Nation. Quick, able to get the trade there. Lowrider, this is the play now. Lowrider needs to get the frags as he comes in. This is a very tough spot, but he has opportunity at the very least. Quick, he can get the bomb down just in the nick of time. But the problem is too fast approaching to his position. Had his teammate through drop been able to do just slightly more, maybe he would have had time. Maybe he would have had less numbers to deal with. Either way, it's a good attempt to save it, but often not.
Dan, I've got it. I've got it.
What?
Typhoon.
Yes.
More
Yes.
of a Storm in a teacup.
Okay. All right.
You got to respect that. You have to respect that.
I refuse.
FakeOut Nation will have one AK to offer onto lowrider. We'll see if Typhoon can make it out of the teacup in this particular round.
How big is this teacup?
It's not very big at the moment with a Tech 9. And indeed, he will remain in said teacup, Dan, and tea is cold.
Tea is cold, over brewed. Felps is on the broken wall here. His position's always annoying to deal with. The T's have nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. This is so annoying. I mean, where do you want to go from this position? I mean, you can try to wrap around to A. That's probably all they're thinking about at this point. At least with A, you can get some maybe more open aim battles. But you can see FakeOut Nation just checking the flank as well. Okay, lowrider's in trouble. Will Felps look behind him? Felps, you should look behind yourself, sir. There we go. There we go. That was a bit awkward. Bit of a hug there. An embrace.
Ironically, there is a brand of tea in the UK called Typhoon.
There is actually, yeah.
Typhoon tea, not Typhoon tea.
The kiss of death. TJB, man, he's looking to do some damage to Marsh. But it won't happen this time around. Immortals with another round win. Another one. Felps is the top fragger there for Immortals at the moment. He's been making the frags happen. And he's not been able to find as much action as he perhaps would otherwise want. 4
AWPs. Double up on T side of FakeOut Nation. Double ups on the T side of Cobblestone, rather. Because FakeOut Nation is not a map. Yeah, this is trade difficile, Dan. I mean, Cobble, in my opinion, Cobble is a difficult map to be effective as an AWP on T side in general. They've got 2 AWPs, and they're going for a fast play. I mean, maybe this will work, but not with Typhoon going down again. Fell to the Cyclone of Felps.
Ooh, boom, there it is. Felps, good angles there. Knows how to play this position by the broken wall. Through the flames, Felps goes. Like walking on hot coals. He is rewarded at the end with a frag.
There's a story about some KFC executives who went...
I knew you were going to tell this. I knew you were going to say this.
They went for a team building exercise on some hot coals and burned their feet.
They burned
the hot coals were too hot, Dan.
Is that not the point, though? Is that, in theory, it should just be burning your feet?
Well, I think they're to a certain level where you may have a natural reaction of flight, but then you have to overcome it and fight.
I must fight.
And somehow that makes you a team by walking over something that's hot.
Nice. Guess it didn't work. Well, maybe they bonded in the hospital, on the hospital beds.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
it sounds like cheesy corporate nonsense.
Yeah, it does.
Which is not necessarily their fault, by any means. It's people who are promoting it.
Yeah, sometimes you get pressured into
bonding
that, right?
exercise.
Feet bonded to the coals. By the sounds of things.
When I worked in a more traditional corporate environment, I didn't find any of the team bonding exercises team bonding.
Did it make you hate people more? You become increasingly more misanthropic?
No, it was just like the activity was fun and that was that.
Okay.
It's like you have your friends at work, you have the people who just you work with, right? Nothing changed.
You don't want to mix those too much. But sometimes you have no choice.
Sometimes there is no choice. FakeOut Nation, well, let's talk about Immortals now, rather. I mean, Immortals have made a recovery, and now they lead 7-5. We move into the late rounds of the first half. Double ops continue on to Immortals, but they've all disappeared from FakeOut Nation. Quick has gone down to the UMP. And we've got 2 aggressive players from Immortals looking towards A, and it seems they have a read that it's definitely going to be B. Quick has gone down quickly over towards the B bomb sites, and the rest of FakeOut Nations are, for the most part, around the plateau. But it's difficult. It's a difficult place to dwell, especially against a stronger team. CJB insta-traded, and lowrider gets dispatched off before the camera can even make it to his face.
So, did you ever, because remember Elite League, I highlighted that clearly in Cobblestone they ran out of budget because you have the suit of armor which looks very fancy and authentic. Then you've got next to it a picture of weapons, like a picture of a halberd and something else.
I still haven't inspected
It's a fake.
Just a nerd thing for the people at home, since we're talking about cameras. When you look at where your weapon is positioned, on a technical level, you actually fire your weapon from your eye line.
Yeah.
So if you think you fire it like at your waist where your gun is, no.
Yeah, it's
You're
like,
firing a weapon from your eyes.
It's like that in a lot of games, actually. And this is actually one of the reasons for some... Well, actually, I'm not going to go into the nerdy facts of both. Let's do that. Let's not get too nerdy. But yes, it's like that in pretty much all games that I know, multiplayer ones at least, most of them. Even in Quake World. So...
I want to fire lasers from my eyes.
Well, like Cyclops.
No, because I don't want to wear a big plastic thing all day. Anyway, FakeOut Nation looking to get some map control. At the moment, they don't have any significant map control. They've got their default map control, if you will. I like the flashbangs we see coming in here. Some tagging onto Holt, though. Lucas has support, and they're going straight back in again. Felps going to get traded. Lucas is still there, but not anymore. He's going to get taken down. Opportunity knocks for FakeOut Nation, but Henny is in a nasty spot, and he's going to get 2 quick kills, make that 3. Oh my, Henny's going nuclear once again, every round, all day, every damn day.
CJB is finished off by Zeus. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Henny finish it off himself, but it's all good. Pretty poor money for FakeOut Nation as well overall. Going to be an awkward buy again. But just out of curiosity, if you did have laser eyes, who would receive your lasering? Who would you laser? Or what would you laser? Would you laser anything?
Tennis ball.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that the grand scope of it?
Oh, I've got to start slow, right? I don't know.
You should laser the man. Laser the man.
The man.
The man.
Moving swiftly on. Yeah. FakeOut Nation with a mixed buy, going for another fast play with an AWP. And I mean, it's starting to look. It started off well, but it's starting to look a bit lost. Like they had a double AWP situation where they were trying to play fast. You don't play fast with double AWPs, you play slow because you've got double AWPs. They had an AWP there, trying to rush B, so it seems they just ran out of ideas. Because going for a rush when you buy an AWP is not something that is common. 10-5, they started up, well, 5-1, and then 9 rounds in a row for Immortals. So we'll see if FakeOut Nation have run out of steam.
Well, now it gets worse because they're not on the T side anymore. They can't dictate the pace. They will be, hopefully not observers, but they will be subject to the will of Immortals. They'll have to react. That's never fun.
If they were observers, what kind of observers would they be? Hans Blix?
You've completely lost me there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was a nuclear weapons inspector.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who Richard Feynman is, but you know whoever that is.
Hans Blix, yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Hans Blix is an awesome name. Anyway, 10-5, Immortals on the pistol on the T side. 5 Kevlars for them. Typhoon and Lowrider will be grenade men, but no defuse kit on FakeOut Nation. Perhaps they do not want this round to go so far. So far, so good for Immortals, and perhaps they won't go so far. All we're seeing is headshots coming from the T side. Holt, all of a sudden, the last man standing, and perhaps we will see the picture of these weapons, Dan.
Come on, Holt. There it is. Oh, it's gone. And it's gone.
Holt with it all to do. Versus 4. Felps spotted, and now everyone knows where he is. And Zeus is going for longest flank EU. He's made his way all the way through A and is coming around the back. He wants to see these pictures for himself. 5 headshots, 5 kills. courtesy of the Immortals side, a cameo appearance from one headshot from FakeOut Nation, but it is Immortals leading the charge.
Is your asthma returning?
It appears so. Yeah, I'm not having a good day, or even a good week as far as asthma is concerned.
At least you are aware that you have asthma again.
Yes.
Instead of forgetting about that.
That is ridiculous.
What is this cough that I have? I've had for months now. Oh, right.
That is indeed my life. It is that ridiculous. Immortals making a fast play into the new bomb site now.
They seem kind of angry. Do you think they're angry?
Oh, it's a flashbang kill!
Oh!
CJB was killed with a flashbang.
Oh, wow. That is rare.
It is rare.
That is very rare.
This happened once before and we missed it.
Yeah, we actually missed it.
And people criticised us.
Thanks.
I can't believe you didn't see the flashbang kill.
Yeah.
We actually got tweets like that.
Yeah, what can you do?
Flashbang kill has been noted.
What was that, round 17?
It was round 17, yes.
Round 17,
flashbang kill.
Kill on CJB. CJB.
Blinded by the light. CJB! Flashbang kill.
There we go. In they go with the Mac 10. The kills are coming in thick and fast. boltz is in the mix.
DJ boltz in the mix.
DJ boltz in the mix. How did I do?
It was alright.
That was okay. Possible. I would make it very far in the garage.
I didn't
DJ
say possible,
world.
I said it was alright.
Garage MC world. I would make it very far.
Actually,
if I could get my foot in the door.
Ironically, because you can't do it properly, you do stand out from the rest. So maybe you would.
Nice. My incompetence finally is useful.
My incompetence separates me from the rest. Now it's FakeOut Nation's turn to have double AWP on the counter-terrorist side. Or defense, as governments call it, even though it's normally attack. Zews charging towards the plateau area. Lots of grenades coming in from both sides. He is running through the flames, and now he is very dead.
Where is he
both
going?
hands went up in the air as well. It's like, it's a bit too late to surrender, son. 5 versus 3. FakeOut Nation not out of this one just yet. They have an 8-round deficit, but they have a 2-man lead.
Zeus was running like...
Oh, are you talking about those drawings?
Like he left the stove on or something. Guys, please. I'm not interested in fighting here. Please just let me get to my destination.
Someone tweeted him, "Zeus taking your inventory." No! Gotta get to my computer. Anyway.
So you noted the pictures, right? Okay, that's good.
Are they supposed to be pictures though, or are they supposed to... Well,
why would they be pictures?
We can talk about it later. Okay. Because we have Immortals trying to get to the A site, but there are 2 CTs here with somewhat of a crossfire. FakeOut Nation not allowing any bomb plants in this round so far. felps in connector. That is a nice 180. He's opening things up, but there's one more place to find on the A side. He is not expecting this. Holt, can he do anything about it? Just about he can. boltz now, 20 HP and an AWP, 2 to find. I don't know if they know where he is. He is making a lot of noise. He's got some time on the clock. That gun rattling on the floor may concede his position. The 1 versus 1 is found. Holt had no idea where he was. And there's Typhoon. Oh, I thought he was going to go down. He survives. Typhoon with the 2K. The Typhoon finally appears and blows everyone away.
Oh, you did it.
Let's go.
You've done it. Whenever I do those, you like, shut up, you're lame.
That's life, man.
How is that life? I'm
street smart. That's the difference.
I don't know how that bears any relevance.
And get away with trolling you for doing it.
That was Anyway, why would they be pictures? You got a legitimate suit of armor right next to them. Why not have legitimate weapons?
You reminded me of that cast soundboard where you're trying to say legitimately bad. I've been trolling you for 10 hours today. I've been like, felps coming in net. He's coming in to win. He's back in black. He's back on the attack. Everyone's dying for FakeOut Nation. They had so much opportunity, but now they're getting wiped like bacteria on a kitchen table, Dan.
Mr. Muscles in action. Mussing them all away. I feel like it's a very sad place to be where Quick is running flames everywhere. What can you do? It's a very picture of desperation.
How does that song go?
The money.
Hello again, my old friend, or something like that. You know that sad song.
Not only are they 14-6, They just
14
got,
to
they just got
6.
fully reset. They got all the way.
Fully reset, fully wrecked.
All the way reset.
They would have got. They would have guarded gnome that was smashed to pieces
They're running in.
by the 95-year-old. Spray down. The garden hose is real. CJB through the smoke.
CJB
do not care anymore. Down goes CJB. Typhoon and Holt 5-7. They can be dangerous. Down to 3 HP is Zeus, but Typhoon is down to 0 HP. He's down to nil points. Holt, the last man standing, needs to 1 versus 4 from a barrel position with no helmet and a 5-7 and 1 flashbang. The odds are small.
You could say Nation are bent over the barrel at the moment in the face of Immortals, and it looks like it's not going to work here. 15 to 6. 15 to 6.
Immortals, perhaps Immortals after all. Do you think they
There can be only one.
named themselves after that Evanescence song, My Immortal?
I very much doubt it.
I really wish that girl would do a piano solo album because her voice is amazing. And she can play the piano. Anyway, 15-6, FakeOut Nation has the pistols and they have 4 men because Holt has been taken by force. He has been jettisoned into the sun.
Taken and
he's been melted by the rays.
I got it this time.
Horus himself. Isn't he the sun god? I believe he is. Anyway, enough about Egyptian people. Lowrider, Typhoon, and Quick. Last man standing. Quick needs to deliver here because he's the only man with AWP, but his team are losing numbers. And there goes Quick. Typhoon with the Mag 7 gets an upgrade. 3 more to find, and he's going to get taken down from the back. 16 to 6. Immortals finish off today's slaughtering.
Yeah, and I mean you can't really say too much. I mean, FakeOut Nation a little bit out of their league against some of these teams, and that's kind of by design. They got this far because they're able to defeat enough teams to work their way up the ladder, but still more work has to be done for them to be able to contest the likes of SK and Immortals.
Yeah, so maybe the worst is over for them. They have other matches to play. And today was a brutal day of matches for them. They have 4 matches against 2 teams, but they have rich information to learn from now, and now they can play teams who may or may not be stronger or weaker than these teams. But definitely, if you've played SK, then surely things can only get better. Surely,
one would expect so. But that's it. We've come to an end, to close. It's 10 maps we've done in a row today, and there are no more today.
Yes,
today at least.
Yes, we won't be back tomorrow, but we will have Hugo and Gamers Forge finally in the studio. It's in the mini studio, unfortunately for them. I'm sure they were excited to be in the big one, but I'll try and get them there eventually. So tune in tomorrow to see them, and we will be back on Friday with more North American Counter-Strikers. See you then. Ciao for now.